डे 31 रिफ्यूजी मॉर्निंग। चल भाई करना क्या है। हाँ देखते हैं। वेब ऑफ लाइस। देखो यहाँ पे कल हमको क्लू मिल गया था भाई, है ना। यहाँ पे अरे तो क्लू बाकी है, उसके बाद हम जाएंगे। यहाँ दो बाकी है। हाँ। हाँ, कोई बात नहीं कर रहा, चल। चलो भाई, फूड स्टैश यहाँ किसी को भेजना ही पड़ेगा। मिखाइल, मैं यहाँ पे भेजता हूँ 73 106%। यहाँ देखते हैं, मिखाइल को भेजते हैं। यहाँ पे ओलिवर को भेजते हैं। यहाँ ओलिवर ही इकलौता दिख रहा है भाई करने के लिए। प्रप्यात पोर्ट नहीं जाएंगे। कोपाची वेपन ट्रांसपोर्ट। NAR प्रप्यात द ट्रुथ अबाउट NAR एक्सपेरिमेंट्स ओल्गा वांट्स। चलो यहाँ चलते हैं, देखते हैं क्या होगा।
It seems that Olga's mother was onto something that got her killed. Could it be the key to finding out about the NAR's plans? Just be very careful, my love. I feel you getting closer to the heart of evil. Soon you may reach a point of no return.
डे 31 प्रप्यात सेंट्रल आफ्टरनून। आफ्टरनून हो गया भाई।
After the lab, Igor. Should be in the middle of NAR's camp. See if you can slip in unnoticed. Don't get in any fight unless you have to.
Sure thing, Mum. And don't worry, I've got my sweater.
You've got some issues, don't you?
Okay. Now's not the time to get distracted.
Locate the lab and try to reach it without drawing attention. You don't want to fight all these guys at once.
सही बोला, सबसे एक साथ लड़ने का है नहीं भाई। कहाँ है भाई, कहाँ है, कहाँ से जाए समझ नहीं। अंधेरा अंधेरा है पूरा। बंदूक पकड़ लेते हैं। कहाँ ऊपर जाना है, कैसे ऊपर जाएंगे यहाँ पे भाई। सब तो कुछ भी नहीं दिख रहा ठीक से। अभी यहाँ से कुछ दिख रहा चढ़ने का। हाँ चढ़ गया। चलो चलते हैं जी आगे। अरे अरे अरे, सबको हम उठा सकते हैं कैसे? स्क्रैप बना लेंगे हम। कोई है आगे? हाँ ना भाई। कोई भी हो भाई, हमको तो निकलना है यहाँ से चुपके चुपके। हाँ बेमतलब किसी से पंगा ले कुछ फायदा नहीं है। यहाँ पे चुपके चुपके अभी यहाँ पे कुछ है।
Prepare 50 mils of ferric chloride and 100 mils of chlordiazepoxide.
I know that voice. Where have I heard it before?
Right away.
Send everything to the main laboratory tent. Don't make me wait.
Yes, sir. Who are you? What are you doing in here? That man on the phone. Who was it? You're Kiminyuk. Dear God, please don't hurt me. I asked you a goddamn question. My boss, you mean? I don't know his real identity. Almost nobody does, I swear. Do you really want to play it this way? I can see you're scared, and rightfully so. But it seems you're deliberately trying my patience. No, not at all, sir. Please, I can't tell you what I don't know. But I can tell you other things. Just ask. Just don't kill me. I can be useful. You'll see.
Vanya, my patience is wearing thin. Where are those damned chemicals?
He could betray me. I can't take such risk. If he acts on me, I maybe get away with it.
Answer him, but casually. Relax. Yes, I'm sorry. I'll send them right away. Apologies for the delay.
Spare me the excuses and move. I need that chlordiazepoxide and I need it now. You two, continue without me. I hope for your sakes you don't screw this up.
It would be best if you forgot I was ever here. Of course. I won't tell a soul.
किसी को बोलना भी मत था मैं यहाँ आया था। एक जन ऊपर में एक जन नीचे में। दिक्कत तो ऐसे नहीं है मेरे को, लेकिन कुछ क्लू सब है जो हमको चाहिए यहाँ पे दिखने का उम्मीद हो रहा है। अगर यहाँ कोई क्लू है तो हमको चाहिए वाला। एक है वहाँ पे, एक है आदमी यहाँ नीचे में। इसके साथ मजाक नहीं करने का अभी। गुड थिंग मेरे पास है। जा रहा है, जाने दो, किसी से पंगा लेना है नहीं अभी। ये क्या है पता नहीं लग क्या है। कॉकेशियन फीमेल, पता नहीं अजीब अजीब शब्द अंग्रेजी में। पढ़े लिखे लोग ने ऐसे भी छिप जाते हैं, कहीं कोई देख रहा हमको। आगे जाना है हमको। आपको अरे अरे आगे भी आ मुझे छिप छिप के जाना होगा हमको। छिप छिप के ही जाएंगे, बड़े स्मार्ट है हम। अरे आदमी आगे, चल भाग। चल निकल भाई यहाँ से धीरे धीरे। वहाँ दो आदमी दिख रहे हैं हमको। अंदर हमको दो आदमी दिख रहे हैं। कोई आराम से मारना होगा दोनों को छिप छिप के। कुछ अंदर साइड में है लोग, तो क्या है पता नहीं, लेकिन जो भी अंदर में है दोनों। अरे इधर भी लेफ्ट साइड में एक जन है। सबसे पंगा लेना ठीक नहीं रहेगा। चिपके चलो। अरे यार कहाँ है रास्ता, गलत था, उस से चल गया।
Look at the tissue structure. This used to be a liver, if you can believe it. We need to collect samples.
The brain is hyperactive. Look at the chart. But it still doesn't respond to any stimuli. The previous subject had quite a different reaction. What's behind this difference, I wonder? Age? Sex?
Vanya? Finally! Who the hell are you? What did you do with Vanya?
Stay very still if you want to live.
Please don't hurt us. We're scientists.
Yeah, so was Dr. Mengele. Are you performing a vivisection without anesthesia? Administering shots of typhus? What are you doing exactly? I really want to know.
No, nothing like that. We're not beasts. We treat our patients as humanely as possible. But you have to understand that...
Scientific advancement requires sacrifice. Other people's sacrifice. You make it sound sinister. But yes, everything we do is for the greater good. How does it work? Are you shooting these poor souls up full of Chernobylite? I can't talk about that. The NDA we signed is very strict. The penalties... Did you just say NDA? Are you for real? Stop being a corporate stooge and start thinking about your own life.
Sure, you're right, of course. We started out giving them shots, but that was just the first stage. We're way past that now.
Uh-huh.
It was, you see. The fatality rate was... it didn't bring the desired results.
We've moved from administering nano-solutions to directly editing human genomes to enhance them with Chernobylite. We've developed our own Chernobylite CRISPR.
Your patients or subjects, whatever you call them. Especially the locals. What happened to them?
Which ones? There were many patients here. Some of them didn't make it past the final phase. The others, we don't know.
Don't let him dodge the question. Make him talk.
Look, please, can we all try to stay calm? Let us explain. Modifying genomes is only the first step. Next, we induce a state of superconsciousness in the subject's gamma brainwaves. It's basic neurology. The sympathetic nervous system begins to release enormous amounts of energy straight to the brain via the thalamic gate at the brainstem. When the thalamic gate opens, the energy flows to the pineal gland and... well, there you go. I don't like to use this term, but it opens a third eye.
A third eye? Right. Then what?
Enhanced by Chernobylite, the pineal gland can do incredible things. Release all kinds of energy, and even influence physical objects, as in telekinesis.
You're torturing people so they can bend spoons with their mind? God, what kind of quacks are you?
This is all following the scientific method, believe me. These are closely monitored, replicable experiments. Anyway, when the subject is ready for the final stage, we put them in an induced coma. Contrary to what you might think, it's for their own good.
Explain, and fast. What is this final stage?
Our boss calls it communion. It's when the subject's gamma brainwaves interact with Chernobylite's mental waves, or, well, to tell you the truth, we don't know exactly what it is. Chernobylite is like a virus, in a way. It's not exactly inorganic matter, but neither is it a living organism. It's something in between. And it produces a type of brainwave, even though it clearly has no structured organic tissue.
Sound wacky. What the hell is commune?
Well, what's the purpose of this communion?
This is where it gets really interesting. You know that Chernobylite can be used to create wormholes, right? You've been doing it yourself. But these wormholes are special. Haven't you noticed? They're not a purely physical phenomenon.
I don't understand. What else could they be?
We know what singularities and the tunnels should look like. We know what they are in theory. But has anyone actually been inside one before?
Bullshit. I've studied Chernobylite too. The exotic energy it contains is powerful enough to create quasi-black holes and passages between them.
We thought so too, at first. But think about this. What if there was an organism, or a virus, an entity powerful enough to create its own singularities?
No biological organism could encapsulate that kind of energy, or survive if it did. A living entity would be torn to shreds.
But Chernobylite is not a normal biological organism, is it? We have no idea what it is. Just try and consider the possibility that the wormholes you're walking into are not something created outside of Chernobylite. They are Chernobylite. You're traveling through the veins and corridors of its multidimensional body.
But what does that have to do with this communion thing?
Isn't it obvious? We're trying to communicate with Chernobylite, or somehow influence it through the mental energy of our subjects. But getting inside this thing's mind, or whatever it is, must be a truly disturbing experience.
You're fucking insane, both of you. You need to stay away from the morphing cabinet for a while. I've heard enough.
Ask about corpse.
Who's your patient here?
I'm not sure, but she must have been carefully selected.
Selected? How? Did she volunteer? Or was she maybe run down and captured by soldiers in the woods? Talk!
I'm not familiar with the selection process. Our boss would know. But we know very little about him.
What's your boss in charge of exactly?
The entire biotech division, pretty much everything Chernobylite related, but mainly the impact on human physical and psychological functions.
Bah. Glad I didn't skip genetics and in evolution classes. Maybe I can understand what they are doing.
Clustered,
CRISPR.
regularly interspaced, short palindromic repeats. How does this work with Chernobylite?
It's similar to a standard gene editing tool. We take specialized protein from a certain bacteria, modify it with Chernobylite, and then target the exact genes we want to modify.
Wait, I know more about physics than genetics, but CRISPR is usually done on embryos, right? And it takes time, sometimes even years, for mutations to show.
Our boss developed his own methods. The process is applied directly in the subject's body. The speed of the mutations has increased exponentially. It no longer takes years, but weeks, sometimes mere days. Marvelous, isn't it?
Ask about outputs related to data and draft the question. Give me भाई डाटा तो लेना जरूरी है.
Enough! All I've got from you so far is a bunch of gibberish. I want to see the actual research. Where do you keep your data? All the research data?
Check the database in this computer. Everything can be accessed from here.
It's password protected, isn't it?
Promise not to kill us and we'll tell you.
Don't worry, I don't give a shit about you. Password.
23#98S $.
Listen to me very carefully, Igor. This research, this data, it's too dangerous to exist. My people died because of it. Delete everything. It won't bring my mother back, but at least no one will profit from her death, and the deaths of others.
You need to download this research, Mousy. This is the Rat King's brain stash. It's dangerous, yes, and inhuman. But it could contain the key to defeating him.
It's a scientist is just after all. It may hold the key of understanding Chernobyl and finding Tatiana. Destroy that. NAR expense hurting innocent people. I should delete all the data. हम हर बार दिन डाउनलोड किया भाई हम डाउनलोड करेंगे.
These guys are telling the truth. They really achieved something incredible here.
Why did you do it? God damn you!
You did good, Igor. We will turn this information into a weapon against the Rat King.
The truth. Olga will not like this. I don't know how to please Olga. But she will never like this. चल भाई चलते हैं यहाँ से. चलो 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 चलते हैं. लैप्स पेपर आ रहा है. नहीं चलो चलते हैं.
I'm sorry, Olga. Nobody deserves to die so horribly.
I was hoping for some good news, but perhaps I was foolish. My mother, these people, they were all just used, processed. How could anyone do something like this? Anyway, did you find anything of value?
Not sure yet. Bizarre theories about Chernobylite, mostly. I don't know if I want to get into the details yet.
Try me. I'm not a bookworm like you, but I'm not stupid either.
Well, NAR seems to think Chernobylite is like a giant turtle that carries our universe on its back. They figure they can tame it and ride it wherever they want. Like a pet.
A turtle?
It's just a metaphor, but the scientific theory behind it is no less insane.
Right. Thanks for trying, I guess.
क्या क्या अजीब है भाई साइंटिस्ट लोग। चल भाई a single food ration may competition filled with balances improving health and increase the company health and morale. चल भाई दवा लेकर चल। चलो भैया बेड चलते हैं, देखने क्लू मिला है ना भाई, तो देखते हैं। क्लू सब बहुत मिला है, पता नहीं कहाँ का क्लू मिला है। अच्छा देखा, ब्लैक स्टोकर का क्लू खत्म हो गई यहाँ पे, पूरा ब्लैक स्टोकर का पूरा क्लू मिल गया। चलो क्या कर सकते हैं, ब्लैक स्टोकर का क्लू मिल गया है। अभी नहीं करेंगे, बाद में करेंगे। चलते हैं सोने, अभी नहीं करने वाले हम। पोर्टिलोस